What is Mount Zion's connection to King David? Have you ever wondered how Mount Zion became such an important site in the history of King David and Jerusalem? Let's uncover the fascinating connection between Mount Zion and this iconic biblical figure. Mount Zion is deeply rooted in biblical history and religious tradition. Originally, it referred to a Jebusite fortress known as the Stronghold of Zion. King David conquered this fortress, marking a significant moment in his reign. This victory established Mount Zion as his royal residence and the heart of what became known as the City of David. The story of King David's conquest is found in the book of Samuel. This event symbolized the beginning of Jerusalem as both the political and spiritual center of Israel. It was on Mount Zion that David purchased the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. This site holds great significance as it is where David made sacrifices to atone for his sins. Later, this very location became the site of Solomon's temple, further solidifying Mount Zion's importance in Jewish religious life. The Davidic covenant, a divine promise linked to King David, transformed Mount Zion into a symbol of God's kingship and the Davidic dynasty. This covenant indicates that while God is the ultimate king of Israel, David's descendants would serve as earthly kings. This connection ties Mount Zion closely to the sacred royal lineage of Israel. Over time, the identification of Mount Zion changed. Initially, it referred to the southeastern hill known as the City of David. However, by the late Second Temple period, the name Mount Zion began to associate with the western hill of Jerusalem. This western hill is where you can find the traditional site known today as King David's tomb. This tomb is located beneath a building that also houses the Cenacle, which commemorates the Last Supper. Although biblical and archaeological evidence suggests that King David was buried in the City of David area near the Kidron Valley, the tomb on Mount Zion became a popular pilgrimage site. Since around the 10th century, it has attracted Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. From a historical and architectural perspective, Mount Zion represents a rich spiritual narrative. It is not just a physical location tied to King David's reign but also a symbol of divine promise and kingship. The architectural landmarks on Mount Zion, including the traditional tomb of David and the Cenacle, draw pilgrims seeking to connect with the biblical past and the enduring religious significance of this site. The evolving identification of Mount Zion reflects Jerusalem's complex history, where sacred memory and physical geography intertwine to shape the city's spiritual identity.